What's going on, YouTube land? My boat did not puke up all of its storage and its tackle and everything. I fished a tournament on the back of my uncle's boat, and the reason why I was on the back of my uncle's boat is the main reason why you clicked on this video, at least the title of it. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. We'll get to that here in a second. Did get a little bit of footage of that tournament. The tournament didn't go great for my uncle and I, but we had a good time. It was awesome. It was right on Don Pedro, a lake out here in the Motherlode region. Day one, Derek and I went out and actually pre-fished for it. You know, we had a good time. We took my boat, and then I actually fished with my uncle on the tournament. It didn't look like Derek could make it, so we fished on his boat and had a good time. If you want to get to the reason why you clicked on this video, go ahead and fast forward or whatever. Click on the timeline right here. Check that out, and I'll be right back to you. What's going on? It's about 2:30 in the morning. Derek and I are going to go up to Don Pedro. It's going to be cold. It's going to suck, but we're going to see if we can do it.
It is cold.
Yes, it is. It is cold. Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Are you good? Fill me up. You know, I'm gonna have to get coffee. Yes, coffee, yeah. Thank you. Yes, sir. You want a coffee, Derek?
Yeah.
Yes,
you get a
please.
large coffee?
Two of them. Oh, do you have a chimney?
Well, you guys got cheese. Oh, I'm gonna get a beef and bean chili.
Oh man. Thank you. Give me a couple of them.
Sauce.
Thanks a lot. My name is
Dude, how did that dude get famous?
Guys like your uncle buying his CDs.
Yeah, exactly.
Now get in the pit and try to love someone. Man.
Dude, that tells you they did not fuck with Kid Rock. It's full of shit.
I used to bump that shit, man.
You get in the bed and try to love someone.
Let's get in the pit. Get in the pit.
Oh, they get in the pit?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said they get in the bed and try to love someone.
Get in the pit and try to love, like in mosh pit.
Yeah.
Get in the bed. Who are you, fucking Ron Jeremy?
Yeah, dude.
God.
You know when Ron Jeremy was bumping that shit, he's like, this is great, man. This is great. Good stuff. They get in the bed and try to love someone. Are you sure they get in the pit? Did you look the lyrics up, Dave?
Bro, I don't have to look the lyrics up.
I wrote the fucking song, man.
Dude, all I had to do was type it in and it was there. Now get in the pit and try to love someone.
Look it up?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Come on. I'm Kid Rock's #1 fan, dude.
You hate your dad?
Fucking dad. Might be small. Yeah, he's alright.
Clean yourself up, dude.
Jesus, look at this.
You know what's funny is like the guys that know the Cinco, like colors by number.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That's just so funny.
They're like, yeah, I was throwing the 358.
It's like, okay.
Alright, dude.
Cool.
You don't take like your top water rods and shit out of your boat, are you?
Nope. I don't need to. Not when you got a locker.
Yeah, you'd lose some weight.
What'd you tell me I have to do? How much weight do you think I would lose?
Oh man,
Derek?
I'm just saying, Dave.
Tell me your logic again. I'm gonna lose 5 ounces.
More room in your
Oh, okay. You don't ever take them out. No? Why? You know, you can lose some. You can lose 5 ounces of fucking weight. You'd be hauling
I
ass.
might lose like a couple pounds.
No, you would not, dude. How heavy do you think these rods are, dude? One day you will learn the ways. Oh. Okay, we gotta go put some fish in the boat.
I got one.
There you go. Good job, dude.
Okay.
Here, I gotta get on you though.
Yeah, I know.
You tell me where you're going.
He's going this way.
Okay. Take your time.
Yeah.
There you go. Good job. Underspin?
Dude,
That's sick.
I knew this bait was gonna work.
Cool. Nice.
Dude, that's a good one.
On this side. Oh God.
Oh.
It's a largie. Is it a
Largy?
largie?
Largy.
Is it a largie? He was fighting like a largie, so he's a largie. Give me a dance. He was shallow, bro. Largemouth. Oh, that's where he was. He's right on this boulder, dude. Look at Derek. Dude, there might be another one right here on this.
Oh, he was right on that, huh?
Yeah. Hello. Do I have one? Dude, I have a fish. Yeah, I do. Oh, Derek. God, they're nasty. Ugh. They're pretty fish. Gross. So there you have it. Derek and I did, you know, okay on pre-fish day, but then it was just horrible on the tournament day. Derek ended up catching about a 2-pounder, and then I caught about a 2-pounder during the tournament, and that was it. So, you know, when you're showing footage of catching a trout, you know it's pretty bad. Anyways, so before we get into the reason why we're shooting this video, I do want to make one little shout out to a particular company that really kicks butt. You might notice that the boat is in here kitty corner now. So I could not fit it in the garage the way I like to. Normally my motor back there is in the bathroom, as you can see in the center over there. But this time around I got it kitty cornered and everything, and here's the shout out. That pole right there down to the steps. Okay, Trick Step, check them out. trickstep.com. You guys probably can't see that. Let's do this right. A little flashlight. Anyways, this is Trick Step. You got yourself a nice little handle. Goes, I don't know, I'm probably got about 6-inch clearance there from the top down to here, trickstep.com. Go check them out. This thing was specifically made for this boat here. They make them for all kinds of boats and years and all that. You got to go check them out. I do apologize, I forget where they actually make them from, but this is steel here. I'm a bigger guy, and I will tell you that I've had no problems with it. It's taken me just fine, so it's probably going to take the majority of you guys out there. Check it out, trickstep.com. You'll really like it. It's very much worth the price. Trying to get in and out of these boats are not fun, especially when you're launching by yourself with 150 other boats behind you. So anything to help that process, anything to make it safer and fun for people. So go check them out. All right, so there was the bread and butter. So now we're on to the meat and potatoes of why you clicked on this video. I'm literally making this video for two reasons. One, to obviously show you guys some stuff and, you know, maybe help you guys out in the future. But the second reason is for legal purposes, just in case we might have to go down that road. I really don't want to. I hope we don't. But you'll see why I'm pursuing that here in just a second. The last thing I'm going to do with this video is slander anyone's name, any person. I'm not doing that. I have all the people on email and all of that and what's going on, and everyone that's pretty much involved on the Bass Pro Shop side of things. But we're not going to tell you guys any of that stuff, and I'm not even going to go into where this Bass Pro Shop is located. I may have said it in another video, I don't know, and if I did, I'm kind of like wishing I didn't, I don't know. But anyways, it is Bass Pro Shops, and I do have all of my notes here, so you know, just bear with me here. Anyway, so here's what's going on. When I first ordered this boat, I was super excited. It was awesome. It was, you know, it's one of those bass fishermen's dream, ordering a freaking new bass boat. You know, it's one thing to go on Craigslist and wish and want. It's another thing to go on Bass Pro Shop and actually make it happen. You know, buy a nitro brand new 2021 nitro bass boat. Well, you can understand how crazy that is for some people. I ordered the boat August 11th, 2020. Okay, made it official, ordered it, it's on its way, super excited. I knew that the boat could come in 8 to 12 weeks because of, they told me because of COVID and all of that, so totally fine is what it is. I mean, just imagine you're waiting all that time. You always say, cool, that's fine, when something like that is being ordered, but you know, you want it there tomorrow. So luckily, about 8 weeks, almost on the dot, October 2nd is when I was able to go and pick it up. Swing over there, and first thing we were looking at is, you know, just how pretty it is, all the custom colors, all of this stuff. We're checking everything out, everything's looking good, I'm drooling. I got this brand new bass boat, and I do the smart thing because I'm not a smart guy, but you know, I can get around. So I do a checklist of all of my upgrades. I'm making the guy sound off, basically say, yep, that's here, that's not here, whatever. So sure enough, I get to the brake trailer upgrade, a $600 upgrade. It's supposed to have a brake in this trailer. It's a brake system, and we get to that. That is not there. Brand new from the factory. I've been waiting 12 weeks, no brake on my trailer. You want a brake on your trailer for obvious reasons. It relieves a lot of pressure from your truck doing a lot of the work, and obviously if, you know, an emergency's going down where you got to slam on your brakes, you want something to brake this thing, okay? That's number one. Secondly, I go over to the driver's side cleat to tie off on the dock. There's a driver's side cleat. and that is not there. Okay, let's go ahead and take you over some places. So first, this is the brake trailer. Supposed to be a brake mechanism in here. Okay, that is not there. Secondly, we go all the way around here, and there's obviously no driver's side cleat. I'm sorry, it's a little dark. Supposed to be a driver's side cleat somewhere right here for me to tie off on a dock, and that did not happen. So now back over here where the light is. Anyways, picked it up on October 2nd. All right. Here's where you guys got to understand why I've originally just lost my mind. On the way home from Bass Pro Shop with my brand new boat, you can see how excited I am. My my passenger side fender fell off in the front. I was luckily not on the freeway, because if this would have happened on the freeway, it probably would have severely damaged the boat, tire, the fender, everything. Luckily, I was on a side street, and in traffic too still. So I was only going maybe about 20 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour, and I can hear this thing bouncing on top of my tire. Thump, 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 thump. I look in my mirror and I see it. So I pull over. Here's kind of, what helped me out too. I do want to make a big shout out to the state. I am not a fan of the state of California, okay? For obvious reasons. But we won't get into that. But they do have a system here where state employees will actually drive around, and they help people on the side of the road. I do want to make a huge shout out. I wasn't sure if I should say his name, but he was just super cool. He's the only cool guy in this thing besides me. Colin Simmons, he was just awesome. Sees me, pulls over. I don't know what to do now. I got to get this boat home. I'm halfway home from this place. Got to hop back onto a freeway. Luckily, I don't know who was watching out for me, but this gentleman pulls over. He must have seen this brand new boat or something and saw me pulling over, so he got right behind me, and he was able to get me on my way. He was able to basically just kind of limp me home with some steel wire where the bolt should be, a bunch of wraps, and get it going. He did check the other side and he had to tighten up the other bolt. It was hanging on by a thread. I went over and looked at it, inspected it, and wouldn't you know it, it was hanging on by a thread. So to stick on that real quick, what I think happened was, from the factory, the fenders were not completely snugged on, and Bass Pro Shops did not do a thorough enough walk around to make sure. Jiggle a few things. I mean, it's an expensive boat. It's brand new. It's more expensive than the truck I drive. Okay? So jiggle it. Make sure things are on par. That did not happen. There's no way. So anyways, moving on. I basically had to wait till Tuesday afternoon for a Bass Pro Shop employee to show up and put a bolt in where the bolt fell off. And the reason why I had to wait like that was because, first, it's brand new. I don't want anything to do with how this thing is put together or anything. I don't want any problems with warranties or anything. So instead of me just running to Home Depot and getting a bolt and doing it myself, if this was obviously a boat off Craigslist or something, yeah, I can do that. I'll do that all day. No problem. It'd be done. I wouldn't even call the guy. But this was obviously way above that situation. So there you go. Tuesday afternoon comes, he does what he does, and there you go. Lo and behold, now I'm fishing. So I'm fishing for a couple months. Okay. I've had this boat for 2 months now in the garage. Been decent, you know, still waiting on this trailer to show up, still waiting on the cleat to show up so that way it can be installed. Very poor communication through Bass Pro Shop, but since COVID's going on, I'm trying to be patient and just trying to just get it done eventually, so that way a year from now I'm not even thinking about it. It is what it is, okay? But I'm fishing one day, and it's kind of, I think it's maybe the last week of December, a little bit before that. I'm out at the Delta, and my driver graph does not turn on. I basically get it to the loading screen, and it freezes. Now the problem is there's no reset button, there's no kill switch, no anything. It freezes and it stays on in that frozen mode. And so the only thing you can do is unplug it. And so I had to unplug that. And it happened, I don't know if you saw in the last video that I shot, it happened again. But this time it was the front graph. Okay? So the driver's side graph was working, but then the front graph was not. And the problem is now the front graph completely doesn't even turn on. Okay? Derek and I went and fished it was a pre-fish for that Don Pedro tournament, and the front graph just won't even turn. It turns on, freezes, and now it won't work. This thing is just, it's not working. So as you can tell, everything's plugged in here. Just show you, I guess. I'm holding on. Nothing. It's dead. Completely dead. Okay? So let me put you back here. So now the situation is basically on January 9th, I now have a completely dead front graph that will not work. These are the Humminbird Helix 7s. They come with the Z Pro models. Okay, so this is a Z18 Pro, so I get the front and the back dash. It's not working. So January 9th, that's when we find out. I have now emailed them before January 9th because of the time it happened before. No response. I emailed them again with pictures, both times actually with pictures on January 9th, right when I was pre-fishing. So now you can understand my frustration here. I got no brake trailer. I got no driver's side cleat upgrade. I got two graphs that are faulty. One graph is completely dead now, and no communication skills with Bass Pro Shops. So I'm dealing with this. So I have actually had to call them about 3 times. Finally, I call them about 3 times, and I'm leaving messages. Finally, I just call on a whim, and I basically tell the person, because they always said the manager was out. I basically told the person, okay, I might be looking at the legal side of things. I might have to turn this over to a lawyer because this is absolutely just ridiculous, you know? Obviously, if you guys were dealing with this, this would just not happen. This is just ridiculous. It's almost like take the boat back, right? Take the boat back, give me every cent. This is stupid. So anyways, finally I threatened to go the lawyer route, and lo and behold, there's a manager there to talk to me, right? That's weird. I get on the phone, and he looks at the emails, and he looks at the picture of the front dash, and you know what this guy tries to tell me? He goes, Dave, it looks like that front graph's a little wet. I mean, these things are, I had to explain to him that he sold me a brand new nitro bass boat. Okay? These are meant to be in the frickin' snow and rain and all of that. He quickly retracts his statement. And, oh, okay, I understand. I understand, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm asking him, what is happening? What's going to go on? He asked me if I've called Hummingbird, as if I got to deal with the warranty, as if I got to deal with this as a warranty. I've had this boat for now 3 months. I've had this boat. Okay? It was about $47,000 for 3 months. And he has the audacity to ask me if I've called Hummingbird. If I've had this boat for 2 years and this is happening, okay, you have kind of a leg to stand on. I got to deal with the warranty stuff, whatever. 2.5 months or so, that's when this is happening. No thanks. What are we gonna do? So anyways, he told me he was gonna call me the following day after he spoke with the trailer situation, the cleat, and now this graph situation. And he was gonna call all these companies and whatnot and deal. He's gonna call Nitro and he was gonna call Hummingbird. And this person has not gotten back to me. I've called 3 more times. I've left messages. So anyways, that was, today is January 17th. So what should I do? Do I just bottle all this stuff up here in a nice little package and go to an attorney and go that route? Do I have a case? I mean, I would think I would have a case. I would think the majority of judges out there would look at this and say, this isn't right. This isn't how you treat people. I mean, do I have to call Johnny Morris myself? Do I have to somehow find Johnny Morris and talk to him myself and say, is this how you treat people? So anyways, I just want to kind of let you guys know of my thoughts with Bass Pro Shops and how they handle things. Here's my one piece of information to you guys. Here's my one moral of the story. Just because a company has deep pockets, and when I say company, I'm talking corporation. Just because they got deep pockets does not mean that they're going to treat you better, or does not mean that they're just going to take it and fix things. This has been I want to say a really, really, really unprofessional, non-caring experience that I was just not expecting from a place that I've been going to my entire life. I should have bought it from a mom and pop somewhere, or just some marine shop or something that sells boats and all of that, but I didn't. I went through Bass Pro Shops because I felt like they're big enough to take care of the situations. They're big enough to handle warranties and, professional enough. I mean, this is a billion-dollar company. This thing is just ridiculous. So anyways, if you guys can like, share, subscribe, let me know in the comments what I should do. I don't know what I should do. They're not getting back to me. They're taking forever. Now I'm graphless. I can't go fish these tournaments out in the winter, out in Lake McClure, Don Pedro, all of these deep lakes, and feel comfortable. New Maloney's, sometimes you got to graph fish. You got to figure it out. So anyways, leave a comment. Let me know what I should do, and we'll see what we're going to do. I'll try to keep you guys updated.